And the seeds make the best tea ever. This is my favorite tea. I would drink this every single day, but that requires eating a lot of milk, so I can't. Namaste, beautiful yogis. Are you just fascinated by the camera? We started singing, and she started joining me singing with her baby singing, of course. But she literally tries to sing with me. I'm sure I'm not gonna be able to catch it on camera because she's so fascinated by the camera that she stops looking at me.
So, right now, I am doing my job search. I am a professional television editor, but I took some time off with baby coming. And so basically the way editing works is you, for the most part, you're freelance, and then you have to hustle constantly. And working in Hollywood's mostly like that anyway. The only ones, the people that are within the studio systems have corporate jobs, but for the most part, the producers, editors, most of the production is freelance. So you're basically, you try and just meet people, get your resume in order, and get your reel in order, and so you're constantly just putting your work out, your reel out. And actually, when I took time off, I actually had a few offers to work, and now there's no offers to work. But it's always like that. But I've also gotten lucky too, because I actually worked for Paramount Pictures, which was actually under Viacom for like 3 years. Also NBC for like 5 years. So that was actually like corporate jobs on top of freelance, where you're hustling. Freelance is fun too, though, because you're actually more independent, and you don't get stuck in that kind of the drudgery of the 9 to 5. You take a job for like a month or two. It's intensely creative. As an editor, you work. Your standard day is 10-hour days. That's what you negotiate as a 10-hour day. But they end up being 12, 15, 17-hour days. So it's pretty intense.
Na, 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 na. Look at your big eggs. Lolly Miller will be so happy she brought them for you. And she had no idea they're already gonna feed ya. So you're more like mommy. Look at that baby. Surprisingly, she does not mind belly time. For 15 minutes or so. When she's done, she lets me know. But for a while, she actually sometimes settles her.
These are some of the herbs I take in the morning. And what happens is, when we're out and about, usually Ali can find deals on herbs, and she knows a lot of the herbs. So I just grab whatever I can get. This right here is rhodiola, ashwagandha, and ginseng. Rhodiola is one of the best adaptogens that I've found. And the reason that I noticed it works so well is I was working a double shift one time, 2 shifts of 10 hours a day, so it was 20-hour days. And I was sleeping in my car in between shifts, and the rhodiola actually completely helped me. Like, I'd be getting edgy and tired, and literally take about 2 or 3 of these, and it cuts that edge. All these help with basically energy, and adaptogens help strengthen your vitality. Wellness formula. This is just a whole bunch of goodies in it, and I usually take this in the winter. Like, I'll take a bunch of them if I feel something coming on, like a flu or something. Zyflamend. And this is one of the things that sits in the cabinet, and I pull it out when I need it. And this helps with inflammation in the body. So it's a whole bunch of herbs that deal specifically with inflammation. So you have rosemary, turmeric, ginger, holy basil, organic green tea, always oil of oregano. That's Ali's Windex. And this is really good for dealing with all kinds of infections. Then I got some flower extract, cayenne, and impatiens. Impatiens, that's to help you deal with patience, and mustard. And these are, I think the combination of these two, mustard and cayenne, is for motivation. But these are, flower essences deal with your emotional body. And they're actually pretty effective. Like the Bach Rescue Remedy, I've noticed that really helps a lot. They're subtle, but they work really well. These were on sale, so look at that, it's pretty crazy. And so I just grabbed a whole bunch of them, and these are Ali approved. And these are kids' formulas, but in them, they're herb extracts, but they have like crazy stuff in them, and it's a really good price for what they have in them. This has golden seal, fresh osha, echinacea, licorice, fresh wild indigo root. And this has ginkgo leaf, gotu kola, licorice root, and rhodiola, the famous rhodiola, which I love.
And I just mixed coconut water, cacao powder, and a little bit of stevia, and that will I will spoon my papaya in there. I clean it, but I try not to be perfect with the cleaning so I can eat a few of the seeds because they have medicinal properties, and they're antiparasitic as well. They kind of taste like black pepper. If you eat too many, it's not very appetizing, because I've done it. I've eaten all of them. But I'll just spoon all of this in my little bowl and then chop up some apple and eat the papaya and the apple together. It also works very well with banana, and you see how I do things kind of in an easy way. I just finished a class on pelvic floor, sexual function, core connection, and lots of mula bandha. Someone asked me a question because a lot of people suffer with incontinence, pelvic floor dysfunction, especially a lot of women have a lot of troubles. Of course, I try to help everybody, but also sometimes I do classes instead of just chat with the people, so that they can use those classes. So that's what I did. Once you strengthen your pelvic floor, your bladder will be healthy over the years. So no incontinence, or if you have incontinence, you can reverse it. It can help with elimination, with your abdominal wall, stronger abdominal wall, flatter belly, and better orgasms, better sexual function. Those are just some of the benefits. In general, the spiritual benefits are amazing because you're not leaking energy, retention of energy, and from there lifting that energy up to the higher chakras. So starting from the grounds up, if you connect with your first chakra, and that will help you be very grounded. From there you can come back to the higher chakras: creativity, love, expression, intuition, and connection to higher source. So it was a good class. I recommend it. I think it's class 10 of the core, Find Your Core series. Yep, I eat the seeds. Apples, I know they have arsenic, but they also have B17 in small quantities. They're healthy for you. Bombonche. Sladurchitona mama, sladurchitona mama. Who's that? Yuck, Sofie. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Right now I'm teaching a lot of vacuums in my Core Connection series because you know vacuums are amazing. But this is super interesting. Did you know that if you practice vacuums, that's one of the best ways basically to get your waist down to a smaller size, and that was something that the old school bodybuilders used to do.
Huh, because I've been vacuuming like every week and it hasn't done anything for my waist.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and all those like from that era, apparently that was a big part of bodybuilding back in the day, and they used to have, remember how they were like this? Yeah. They were really small in the waist, and now most bodybuilders have a six-pack and a descended.
The bulging,
stomach, because they have weak, deep core. Basically, their TVA is gone, and they just have rectus abdominis and obviously back pain and all kinds of issues that we don't know about, digestive and stuff. But that could be also the diet. But they're just vacuums are not, stomach vacuums are just not popular nowadays. If you do sets of vacuums for 3 weeks, you can reduce the size of your waist by 2 to 3 inches in 3 weeks. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's the most powerful thing you can do for you, and it's not just reducing the size of your waist. It's amazing. It's abdominal. It's an internal organ massage.
So does it matter what kind of vacuum we use? Because we have the Hoover